Brandon just had another live stream and I want to react to one of his answers. Full spoilers for the entirety of the Cosmere to include the lost metal. So again, full Cosmere spoilers. During this live stream, Brandon dropped a huge plot point for the Elantris sequels. Elantris, one of the main antagonists is the Fjordell Empire, right? The Dakar monks in the religion that is known as HUGE. The god of that religion is Yadeth. That's how Brandon said. He said it's a silent J. It's spelled Yadeth, but he says it's Yadeth. Yadeth was just one deity of many in the HUGE religion, the religion of the Fjordell Empire. But he has since become the sole deity in that religion. There's a lot more details on it that we don't need to get into right now, but basically, a questioner had pointed out that Yadeth had a lot of similarities to Trell. Brandon basically confirmed that Yadeth is extremely similar to Trell, which means Yadeth is probably another avatar of autonomy. The plot point of the Elantris sequels will probably be kind of similar to Era 2 Mistborn, where you have a avatar of autonomy on the planet. The difference here being, there is no living shard on Cell. The gods of Cell, Devotion, and Dominion were destroyed by Odium and shoved into the cognitive realm, so you don't have a Harmony to protect this world. Not that Harmony was doing much for Scadrial, but you know what I mean. I just feel like it's a big deal. I can't believe Brandon revealed that during a live stream. I know that a questioner asked, but instead of raffling it, he kind of confirmed it. What do you guys think of this? One of the, I don't want to say consequences because that makes it seem like it's a negative thing, but one of the consequences to the gloves coming off for the Cosmere is that some of the storylines are going to get tighter, which means they're going to be a bit similar. So the storyline of Mistborn Era 2 is going to be similar to the sequels for Elantris, even though technically the Elantris sequels will have taken place before Era 2. Which, that is another thing he talked about. So it has been assumed that the Elantris story takes place 1,000 years, hundreds of years before Mistborn Era 1, which in turn means it happened well before the other Cosmere books. But Brandon has now said that this is going to probably get moved around, and this might actually get moved up in the timeline, which would make sense. There's a character in Elantris who appears in the Lost Metal. She's a child in Elantris and in her 20s in the Lost Metal, which means this does take place first, but how much prior, we don't know. She's a world hopper, and there is some time dilation stuff that goes on in the cognitive realm, but is it hundreds of years, or is it, 30, 40 years? We're not sure yet. And Brandon said he does not want to lock this down until he knows 100% what the canon will be. I have so many thoughts on this. My plan is to do an Elantris reread very soon. I'm going to continue making my normal TikToks, but I am going to start making longer form content. It's just probably not going to be talked the first of the year. And one of the things I'm going to talk about is that WOB specifically and what it means for an Elantris sequel. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. As always, follow for more Cosmere content.